Hello, friends. Welcome. Happy Friday. Thanks for being here. We are still celebrating Dog Bite Prevention Week and going to bring you some important tips today. I'm wearing my mask. We're practicing our social distancing here at San Diego Humane Society. Hope you are too, and keeping safe and healthy, just like we're doing here. But I'm going to take off my mask so that you can hear me talk and see my face and go from there. So we're going to be continuing to learn about some really good tips for keeping safe around dogs. And we are going to introduce you to two adoptable dogs here today. One of them is right there. You can show her, Miss Lauren. This is Hannah, and she is a 4-year-old Plott hound. So we're going to be watching her a little bit and talking about her body language. She is very happy hanging out with Kate right now. Plott hounds have lots and lots of energy. So if you are interested in adopting a Plott hound, you better make sure you are an active family, that you are ready to exercise with her, that you are ready to exercise her brain, maybe give her a good job to do, because she is going to need that, and you're going to have to keep up with her to keep her happy and healthy. Also, I want to tell you, if you stick around till the end, we are going to introduce you to a skinny pig. If you do not know what a skinny pig is, you will want to. So stick around toward the end and you'll meet a cool animal that is very unique and we don't get here very often. All right, so Miss Lauren, we are going to be talking about today about kids and dogs staying safe together. On Monday, we reviewed some body language and some basics with dogs. So if you did not join us on Monday, I urge you to go back and look at that video and learn those basics because that'll really, really help you. But today we're going to be talking about when to approach a dog and when not to approach a dog. We talked about this on Monday, but it's really important to talk about 77% of dog bites come from a dog you know. So they are familiar dogs. They're our friends' dogs, family dogs. We know them. We're spending the most time around them, especially now while we're all sheltering in place. So this is not strange dogs. So you can help prevent this by things you're going to learn today. So if you were here Monday, I hope you remember this word. Every time you see a dog, you need to wait. Please wait. So waiting means that you are going to stop. You are going to slow down. You're going to calm your body. You are going to think about what you're going to do. You're going to do a couple things every single time you see a dog, even if it's your own dog. You are going to check and say, what is the dog doing? So is this an appropriate time to pet the dog? So we're going to be going over that today, times that maybe you should approach a dog and times when it is not safe to approach that dog. That's number one. And then I also want you to say, what is the dog's body language telling me? Is that dog happy? Are they showing me that happy body language? Again, Monday had a really more in-depth version of body language. Right now we're just going to review some of those basics about what a happy dog face looks like. So wide open eyes, wide open mouth, panting, looks like a smile, soft squinty eyes. They're not staring hard or focused. I don't know if you can see me. I can't tell where Lauren's looking. But all right, so we want that happy dog face. That's what we're looking for when you approach a dog, okay? And then their bodies. You're going to be looking at their bodies to see if they're loose and wiggly. You're going to look to see if they have that low wagging tail. Their ears are going to be in their natural position. All those things are really important. You can be a dog detective. You're going to look at that dog and say, ooh, that dog looks like they're in a good mood, they're happy, they're okay to approach. If they're not showing these signs, better to step away. Dogs can have moods just like us. Sometimes we don't want to be around people. Sometimes we don't want people bothering us. So we want to make sure that we're respecting that. So do we already have a question? All right, Miss Lauren.
Do dogs sweat?
Do dogs sweat? That is a great question. So I'm going to hopefully answer it correctly. So I think that our dogs are sweating by their panting. So that is how so they're not sweating like we normally would with our bodies, but they're going to pant, and that is how they are going to get to cool down their bodies. And I hope that's right. And if I'm not, someone will correct me. I guarantee it. Yes?
Can all dogs swim?
Can all dogs swim? Ooh, dogs have the ability to swim, but some dogs might not like it. So I remember I had a Cocker Spaniel. I'd put her in the water and she would just dunk and then come up and go, oh my gosh. So she could definitely get out of the water, but it wasn't something enjoyable for her. So some dogs love to swim. You see them in the water, you see them fetching, they love it. Other dogs might not be their favorite thing. So again, just like us, we have our individual likes and our personalities. we want to make sure we're honoring that with our dogs too. If your dog doesn't like to swim, don't force them to do it. So do things that they enjoy. Okay? Interesting questions. I like it. You're going to keep me on my toes. All right, we all know the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated. So we are going to be following the golden rule with our animals. I don't want someone to come up and pull on my hair, so we're not going to. You can show this, Miss Lauren, because this is pretty cute. We have a new visitor. Oh, and he's checking out our stuffed animals because those are pretty new to him. This is Wylan. Wylan is also up for adoption. He is 6 months old. Oh my gosh, he wants, he thinks that is a dog to play with. So he does not know what that is. He's a little confused by this guy. So Wylan is 6 months old, and he's up for adoption, and we'll be visiting him throughout the segment to see his body language and what he's doing. So, but back to that golden rule, we're going to treat our animals the way we want to be treated. I don't want someone coming up and just hugging me. I don't want someone pulling on my hair or taking food while I'm eating it. We don't want to do that to our animals either. We need to show them that same respect. Okay? All right. So first, we are going to respect the dog's space. So I think it is so important, and I think this would decrease so many bites. I took this from Family Paws Education. They are a great site for really good tips for staying safe. Invites decrease bites. If every time you wanted to spend time with your dog, you invited them into your space instead of going into their space, it's going to be a lot safer because they're making that choice to come to you. You're not going up to them. You're not surprising them. So always invite them over to you, pat your leg, call their name, ask them to come to you. If you want to sit next to them, sit on the floor near them, but have them come to you. That's going to make things so much safer because you're always having them make that choice instead of startling them and going into their space. And that's when a lot of bites happen, my friends. So they have great peripheral vision, but we see a lot farther than dogs. We can see something at 75 feet. A dog has to be 20 feet from that same thing. So if we're coming up behind them, if we're doing fast movements, that's really scary. That's why toddlers and babies should never be left unsupervised around dogs. Okay, we also don't bother a dog while they are sleeping. I don't want someone coming and startling me while I'm taking a nap. Same thing with dogs. If you need them to wake up or go, again, call their name, maybe make a noise, clap your hands, but don't just go pet them or lay next to them or on top of them. That can be really dangerous. All right, don't put your dog's face in your face. Ever. I see this so much. We even bring dogs to schools. We have canine ambassadors. I have seen a dog laying down on the ground and a child go up and just lay down right in front of them, put their face in the dog's face. That is so unsafe. And again, my friend, if you just met me, would you want me to come up and put my face in your face to say hello? No. You think I was rude? You think I was crazy? It's very disrespectful. So we want to give that same respect to our animal friends, okay? And then again, you're asking for that bite. You're right by their mouth. And I don't know if you know this, but staring a dog in the eyes, especially one you don't know, can be considered a threat. So you might be very intimidating to them, and you are threatening to them when you do that. So you don't want to lock eye contact, especially if you're seeing a strange dog out in the street. You want to make sure that you are leaving them alone or looking away so that you're not making that contact. Do we have a question, Miss Lauren?
Yes. What should I do when my dog doesn't want to play with my cat, but my cat wants to play with my dog?
Well, so again, sometimes there are animal friends. Sometimes we want things that our animal friends don't. So we can't force that interaction as long as your dog is being safe with your cat and not causing harm in any way or doing anything, then that's going to be okay. You might try to make some positive associations with it, maybe include something that your dog really enjoys while your cat is there, and sometimes your dog might just not want to play with your cat and they're going to be annoyed by them, and they might not be best of friends. But it's great that they can be in the same space and be safe together. All right, so we want to respect their stuff. So anytime your dog has something, leave them alone, okay? That means do not approach. Do not approach a dog who is eating. Don't go near their bowl. Don't go near them and touch them. That is a really common time where dog bites can occur because we're bothering them, we're taking them by surprise because they're focused on their food, and they also might feel really protective. So just like if I'm eating, I don't want someone to come put their hand in my meal. I don't want someone to come grab my fork. We don't want to do that for our animal friends either. We want them to stay safe and be respectful, just like you'd want for yourself. Chewing a bone or toy. So if a dog is chewing a bone or toy, that's their time. Leave them alone. Don't go up there and bother them. Don't pet them. Just let them have their time. Maybe you call them to you again. Remember those invites decrease bites. Invite them to come to you, but leave them alone while they're chewing that bone or toy. What if they have your toy or your favorite shoe? What should you do? Oh my gosh, you can look at cute little Wylan. We looked at me for a while. So Wylan really loves these new friends. If Wylan here, for example, has my toy and I don't want him to have it, I'm not going to go grab it from him. I'm not going to take it out of his hand. I might, if I had something, I might offer Wylan a alternative. So I'm going to offer him something that's better. So I would maybe offer him a treat or maybe squeak a toy so that he does not know what is going on with this. So I might squeak a toy of his so that he'll drop my toy and then I'll be able to redirect him to mine. Or offer him a treat, oh you win, so that he will drop whatever he has that I want and I'll be able to get it while I maybe throw the toy or the other treat the other way. And also, so again, this poor beagle, my goodness. I'm not going to go take that from Wylan. And if it's really, really something you want really badly, also have your parent do it. Have the adult be the bad guy, take the toy or get the toy by doing that redirect, and you stay safe by not doing that. Wylan is having too much fun with these little toys. Okay, respect the dog's body. Wylan is hanging out with the camera. Oh my gosh, he's sitting so sweet next to Lauren. So respect the dog's body. So we want to make sure that we are not doing things. We're not treating them like a jungle gym. We are not being bullies to our animals. They have feelings just like us. They should not have to tolerate our bad behavior. A dog has the right to feel grumpy. A dog has the right to feel annoyed or frustrated or bored, and we need to respect those choices. So do not push a dog's buttons and make them so that they have to, like we talked about, make themselves clear or growl or bite. So if they have their body, we want them to make sure we're not annoying them, we're not pulling on them, we're not doing those things. All right. Do not climb, sit, or lay on the dog. I can't believe I have to say this, but oh my gosh, if you Google kids and dogs, what do I see? Climbing, sitting, and laying on dogs. It's not safe and it's not kind. So we want to make sure again that we're being really thoughtful with our dogs and not making them endure things like this. They are not toys. They are not like my stuffed animal friends here who have been knocked over by Wylan, but we can, these, if you want to pull their ear, that's a different situation. That's a stuffed animal. You should still be nice to your stuffed animals. And also, do not hug dogs or touch a dog's face. Again, that putting your face in a dog's face, not a good idea. Do not touch their face. You wouldn't like it if I had just met you, or even if I do know you. You don't want me to come up and touch your face. Rude, okay? So, and hugs. I know we all think, oh my gosh, my dog loves hugs. I love my dog. I want to show them how much I love them. That is not how, my friends. Remember, dogs do not take to a hug like we as humans do. It feels restrictive to them. We put our face by their teeth. It's a really bad situation. Oh my gosh, you can look at Wylan, Lauren. We've had a lot. Oh, right back to that. He really thinks this is the greatest toy he's ever seen. And my poor model dog, oh my gosh. I've borrowed this from another department. They're going to say, that is not, oh, now he's a little scared. So you can see Wylan is 6 months old. He is still puppy. He has that puppy energy. So just like our plot hound Hannah, he's going to need lots of exercise. He's going to need some positive reinforcement training, but he's going to make an amazing pet. And I don't know if he's looked at you, but look at those gorgeous eyes. He has one blue eye, or one very clear eye, almost white, and one brown eye. He is a handsome fellow. But again, make sure you're an active family, that you're ready to help him with this training. He says, oh my gosh, he's going to rip that poor dog's tongue out. Okay, Wylan is, oh, there we go. He is pretty cute. Okay, so finally, respect the dog's feelings. Do not yell, scare, hurt, or tease dogs. Again, I don't want any of those things happening to me. I want someone to be kind to me. We need to be kind to our pets. So We don't want to say they're a bad dog. We don't want to yell at them and scare them. We use positive reinforcement training. We're always using praise, treats, rewarding that good behavior. You can get your dog to do things with rewards and praise and treats and positive reinforcement and never have to do anything punishing to them. So praise them for what they're doing right. It should be fun. Training should be a bonding experience. It should be mutual enjoyment. I never, ever, ever want my dog or my animal to do something because they're afraid of me or because of what I might do to them. I am a source of love, and that is it. So we want to make sure we're doing that. Okay, respect the dog's feelings and be kind and do things that they enjoy. So this is really, really important. Again, you might like to give your dog a hug, but they don't like it, so don't do it. They might love to play fetch. Training them with tricks and doing treats, that's a fun, fun way. Taking your dog for a walk, great way to spend time with them. This is a really great game for kids and dogs. Play hide and seek. So maybe your parent keeps the dog in a stay position, or if they're really well trained, they can stay by themselves, and then you run away and hide somewhere in the house, and they have to sniff you out and find you. You can do that with your body. You can do that with treats. That's a really fun game for them, especially we're indoors so much right now. Works their brains, works their noses. All of that is so important. So that's a really fun way to spend time with them. So this happens with all of our animals. Rabbits don't like to be picked up. So I'm not going to spend time with my rabbit by picking him up and torturing him because he doesn't like it. He likes to be sitting next to me. So that's how I'm going to spend time with them. So make sure you're doing what they enjoy, not what you enjoy. And if you are doing that, you're going to be your dog's best friend. And that's what Wylan over here is looking for. He is looking for a new best friend. He's looking for someone who will spend time with him, exercise him, give him the training and love that he needs. He is a really sweet boy. Look at his nose is already working overtime, isn't it? He has found something good on there. That's right. So with Wylan, with your own dog, again, do things that they enjoy. These are great examples of kids and dogs. We have one walking here. You see how loose that leash is up there? That's a great dog. That's a great walking. They're learning together. Playing fetch. This young lady is training her dogs, doing tricks. And I like this. You spend time with your dog, but she's not sitting on him. She's not laying on him. She's reading to him. That dog can get up and walk away if they choose, or she can stay there and listen to the story and enjoy it. But again, the dogs, all these pictures have that happy dog face, that happy body language. They're enjoying the activity as much as the human is. So that's what's really, really important, my friends. Okay, ooh, this is a fun game. All right, we are going to play stay and play or walk away. So based on what you see in the picture, you are going to tell me if you can stay and play with the dog or if you should walk away if it's not a good time to hang out with them. So we're going to do that based on what the dog is doing and based on the dog's body language as well. So here we go. This dog is chewing on a toy, and this dog also, if you were here with me Monday, you can see that dog has the whale eye. So it's maybe looking a little, maybe off to the side, see who's coming up, maybe saying, why are you coming up to play with my toy? So if this is happening, you should walk away. Excellent, I hope you all got that. So again, just leave them alone to play with their toy, just like if you are playing, you want to be left alone. That's their time, they're having a good time, let them do that. All right, this dog, does that look like a dog that you should walk up to, who's ready to play, who's ready to be pet, or should you walk away? This one is a great example of that happy dog face, this stay and play. This dog is saying, I'm ready. I'm ready for some pets. I'm ready for some fun. That dog is relaxed, comfortable, showing you that happy dog face. So that's a great dog to go up to. Oh my gosh, does this upset everybody as much as it upsets me? I hope so. So many things wrong with this picture. First of all, going up to the dog while they're eating, don't do it. I had so many comments just on a picture we posted the other day about, oh my gosh, I got bit by my German Shepherd when I went up to them while they were eating. Oh, me too. And they both said, I learned my lesson really quick, which is good because it's our fault when we do that. It is not the dog's fault. They should never be approached while they're eating, should never go be approached behind like this. And my friends, supervise, supervise, supervise. Children should not be left alone to do this. She is too young to know better, but we need to start teaching really young, and we need to make sure we're supervising and setting up our animals and our kids for success. So this, if you have not gotten by my spiel, walk away. Please don't go up to dogs while they're eating. Okay. Ooh, these two little dogs are taking a nap, and they are relaxing. So this, my friends, is if you're taking a nap, you want people to leave you alone. So we're going to walk away when our animal friends are sleeping. Oh, this one is always a tricky one. So that dog is resting on that little girl's lap. He has his head on her lap. I always get a little tricky with here. This is stay and play. Because, my friends, she did not go up and insert her body underneath the dog. She was sitting there, and that dog chose to come lay his head in her lap. She's petting very appropriately. She's not holding on to him. That dog woke up and wanted to walk away. He has that choice. So she's being very respectful. So I'm not saying don't spend time with your dogs and show them affection, but again, invite them into your space so that they have that choice. That's the big difference there, my friends. Oh, should we walk up to this dog while he's chewing on his bone? No, walk away. So we are going to walk away, let that dog have his time with his bone. You can look at Wylan, Miss Lauren, because I know it's a lot of me. Wylan is having so much fun exploring this room, and you can see at 6 months old, he is still all puppy. He's exploring with his mouth, he's exploring with his nose, so that's why he's going to need lots and lots of enrichment. He really wants to get that tongue out of this poor dog's mouth. So, holy moly, look at that. He is invading that doggy's space, isn't he? Oh, okay. All right, Miss Lauren, we talked about this on Monday. This is the biggest one. So many dog bites occur when children are hugging dogs. You can see in every single one, if you were with me Monday, tongue flick, whale eye, ears back, clenched jaws, trying to avoid this. None of the dogs in these pictures are happy. They are not enjoying it. They are uncomfortable. And again, you're putting your face right next to their face for a bite. This is a really, really asking for trouble. You should not be letting kids do that. And I keep giving away the answer, but I hope you know it. Walk away. No hugs for dogs, my friends. What about this guy? Can you tell the difference? Happy dog face. He's ready to play with you. He's ready for a game of fetch. He might be ready for a belly rub. That's a good one to stay and play. Oh my gosh. Dogs behind fences. Dogs in cars. Dogs tied up maybe in front of a store. Wylan is having too much fun with these animals. So he really wants to get to know this guy. So if you ever encounter a dog in a car behind a fence, out tied up in front of a store, please, please, please walk away. Those are dogs who maybe don't feel comfortable. They might be protecting something or feel like they need to guard. So that's a time that you don't want to stick hands through fences, into cars. Leave those dogs alone. Yes, Miss Lauren, do we have a question?
Is there a reason why a dog might want to chase after someone on a bicycle?
Oh, that's a great question. So someone said, is there a reason why a dog might want to chase after someone on a bicycle? And absolutely, that movement, that fast movement kind of starts their prey drive. So it makes something like, it's almost like a game, something to chase. So this is really, really important, and I'm glad you asked that question, because if you encounter a loose dog and you don't know them and they might seem scary, what is our first instinct? It's to run, isn't it? Because we're like, oh, well, this is scary, I want to get away. But the second you start running, that is going to start that prey drive instinct in that dog, and they are going to say, ooh, this is fun, and they're going to chase. So the best thing that you can do, my friends, if you encounter a loose dog, is to stand still like a tree. You're going to keep your eyes forward. You're not going to stare at the dog. You're going to make your body still, put your fists under your chin, and stare ahead. And so the idea is that the dog is going to sniff, 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 and get bored and go away. If you have a backpack or your school bag, you can put that between you and the dog. But I know it's hard to do because you might feel scared or nervous. But second you start running, that dog is going to chase. And who do you think is faster? The dog. So that's the safest thing you can do. If they knock you down, you're going to come, I'm going to do it for you here. You're going to turn your body into a rock. You're going to put your hands behind your neck and put your elbows to protect your face. So if the doggy does knock you down, you want to protect your neck and face and just curl up into a ball as quickly as possible. so that you can stay safe? So that's a really good question. So if you have a dog chasing you on a bike all the time, or you know that, you might want to avoid that area, or maybe you just stop and give a little break and do that freeze so that that dog can get bored and move on. That's a really good question. Okay, what about this dog? So this looks like this dog is hiding under the bed and looks a little nervous, doesn't it? You see that whale eye? So if a dog is feeling scared or nervous, even if you want to comfort them, you need to walk away. Something you can do is maybe sit in the same room, and you might have some treats and you can throw them at them, or just talk to them and say, hey, it's okay, but let them come out on their own again. Remember, come to you instead of you going to them trying to reach and comfort. Okay? Ooh, this one is interesting. So we have the two dogs. This is called a play bow. So again, you want to look at the whole body and the context. I don't want you to run up there and grab that ball, but you can stay in play. They're ready with that play bow. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to learn how to meet a dog. This is important because so many of you are in the neighborhood. You see a dog you want to meet, and you run up to them. So remember, what's our word of the week for dog bite prevention? Wait. Oh my gosh. And what's really fun now is wait is going to come into 4 different steps for you to meet a dog. That first W means watch. So is the dog on leash? So we're going to meet the dog with Miss Kate now, even though she's a little crazy. So is the dog on leash, and does the dog have friendly body language? So Miss Lauren, why don't you, Wylan, come here. So Miss Kate's going to call Wylan. Come here. So maybe try to get the toy away. So we're practicing. Okay, so we're going to go through the steps while Miss Kate figures out how to get that toy from Wylan, okay? So is the dog on a leash? Only go up to dogs who are on leash. And does the dog have that friendly, wiggly, waggly body language? So I see that this Mr. Wylan is on a leash. I'm going to take, he is all puppy, my friends. I'm going to take this doggy who is all wet from Wylan. So I see that Wylan is on a leash right now. He's has a natural wiggly waggly body. He's a little focused on other things. So sometimes if a dog looks like they're not ready for a pet or are really distracted, maybe that's not the time to go pet them. My friends, just because a dog exists does not mean you have the right to pet them. So you want to make sure that that's ready to go. Okay, our A is ask. So you first are going to ask your responsible adult. I do not want you going up to strangers by yourself. So make sure you're with an adult and you say, hey mom, can I go pet that dog? And they can check it out and see if it's safe. And then ask the person holding the leash. You're going to be polite. You're going to be calm. Remember, we talked about waiting is stopping and calming our bodies. I have walked a lot of dogs, my friends, and kids love dogs. And do you know what they do? They go screaming at me, can I pet your dog? Okay, scares me, scares the dog, not cute. So we want to make sure we're being calm. We don't want to upset the dog and get their excitement already. So you see over there, Miss Lauren, that we have Kate with a dog on a leash. So I would say, may I please pet your dog? And she might say right now, no thank you. Wylan's a little excited. He's not ready to be pet. So sometimes the people might say that to us. It's not personal. It's nothing against you. But you will say, okay, thank you, and you're going to calmly walk away. But if Wylan was ready to be pet, then we're going to invite the dog. So to invite the dog, Miss Lauren, I'm going to pat my leg, and I'm going to ask them to come to me. Remember, invites decrease bites. So I could get down and I could pat, but I'm not going to go into their space. So how many of you have been taught that you should put your fist in front of the dog for them to smell? And that's the way you get them to go. I was taught that. I used to teach it. But you know what? We've learned so much. We have about 6 million sniffers in our nose. Dogs have 300 million. So Wylan has already smelled me. He has smelled this dog. He knows what's going on. He does not need my hand in front of his face to figure that out. So, and also, if the dog's not friendly, is this a good place to put my hand? Oh no, bad idea. So, last step is T, touch. So after I've invited the dog over into my space, which is not going to happen with this one, I am going to touch. We are going to pet from collar to tail. This is the safe zone, my friends. We're not going to pet face. We're not going to touch his little tail. I'm going to approach from the side, and I'm going to pet him right on his back. I'm going to make sure he sees me, because remember, I invited him over to come into my space and pet. I'm never going to come up from behind. I'm never going to approach a dog like this and pet this way because that's really scary. We're big. Imagine the other little beagle that my friend Wyland took away is really tiny. So if we're bending over, we're petting this way, it can seem really, really scary. So you see Miss Kate is doing the perfect pet. She's petting Wyland. Look how good he is. And you know what? Kate's energy is nice and calm, and that's helped Wyland to be nice and calm too. So that energy was brought down, and she's doing a really good pet right on his back from collar to tail, and right the way the hair grows too. So remember, my friends, that's so much information, I know, but it's so important this week with dog bite prevention. Listen to what the dogs are telling us with their bodies so that we can respond. Wait! Anytime you see a dog, what's that dog doing? Good or bad time to go up? Wait. I need to watch, ask, invite, and touch. Those steps every time I want to meet a dog. Supervise kids and dogs. And remember, invites, decrease bites. Thank you, Family Paws Parent Education. Invite that dog into your space. That's going to make a huge difference. Okay, my friends, I'm going to tell you about an art contest, but I'm also going to have a friend come on over here. And if you have never met a skinny pig, this is for you. So Miss Lauren, you can show the skinny pig. So, oh my gosh, can you see those? So skinny pigs are hairless guinea pigs. They actually only have hair on their muzzle and their feet and their legs. They are adorable. They look like little mini hippos, don't they? So these are not as common, but we got 6 of these in at the shelter today or yesterday. So we have 6. I believe are all 6 still available for adoption? Yes, all 6 are still available for adoption. And remember, you do not just come to our shelter right now and try to get one because we are closed to the public. You go on to sdhumane.org, set up a time to make an appointment. We'll give you a phone call, and we're going to talk to you about them and set up an adoption time. So my friends, they are bonded. These small animals like to have a friend. So you have to adopt at least 2 of them. Are we doing them in pairs, Tony? Threes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have a set of 3 and another set of 3. So you get a trio of this adorableness. For example, this one. How cute are they? So they love to spend time together. You might notice they're going to have a little different care than some guinea pigs. This is a tight fit for them. They're all snuggled up together. They're very similar to a regular guinea pig, except you're obviously going to have to take care of their skin. They're more exposed. So if you let your guinea pig have supervised outdoor playtime, they might need some sunscreen. How cute is that? If they have dry spots, you might need to put some lotion on it, like baby lotion, and they might have a tendency to get some mites, so you would have to take them to the vet for that. So just a little extra care because, and also what's encouraged is that you keep them a little chunky because their body fat helps keep them warm. How great is that? What a fun thing to be a skinny pig. So you get to be called skinny and you get to be chunky. What a deal. So we have 6 of these wonderful cuties up for adoption. Thank you, Tony. And so again, call or go to our website, sdhumane.org, to make an appointment to meet one of them. And finally, my friends, thank you for staying with us today and listening. We have an art contest coming up, or happening right now, all ages, even 18 plus. So if you are an artiste, you can join a different, your age group. You are making art of your pet at home or a wild animal in their native wild habitat. So the theme is Humane at Home, and whatever that means to you. It could be painting, it could be colors, colored pencils, it could be crayons, all those things. And you get to submit your art by May 8th, and then we're going to have voting, and then the winners are going to get a cool painting kit from Lovejoy Creations, and I think we have some other cool prizes too. So check that out on our website. Admissions are for May 8th, until May 8th. And stay safe with your dogs. Spend time with them doing things they enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And we will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend.